The following portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by SFG Medicare.
And on today's Medicare Tips with Andrew, we're going to be talking about the different Medicare enrollment periods so you know when you need to plan, enroll, or change your Medicare plan. Andrew, great to have you.
Great to be here.
So I guess that first question is, when someone enrolls in Medicare, when is that first time?
So you qualify for Medicare when you turn 65, and then you also can qualify for Medicare if you've been on Social Security disability for 2 years. And you have a 7-month window, so you have 3 months before, the month of your birth month, and then 3 months afterwards to be able to enroll in Medicare the first time.
That's what I was going to ask you. Does it just happen automatically when you turn 65?
Well, if you're drawing your Social Security, your Medicare is actually automatic. So if you're already drawing your Social Security, you actually don't have to sign up for Medicare, and your Medicare card will just show up in the mail and you don't have to do anything. But if you're not drawing, then you actually have to sign up, and you do that through the Social Security office.
Okay. And I know a lot of people, when it comes to Medicare, worry about penalties.
Yes, so that's always a big fear with Medicare, is the penalties, because the penalties are actually lifetime penalties. So there's 2 Medicare penalties. One is for not signing up for Medicare, Part B, and then the other one is Part D, which is the drug plan.
Are there exceptions to those penalties?
Yes. So if you are working or a spouse is working and that company has over 25 employees, then you actually don't have to go on Medicare, and you can just stay on your employer plan, and then when you decide to retire, just actually anytime, you can go on to Medicare without any penalties.
So you won't have a penalty if you stay on your employer plan and then switch over to Medicare?
Correct. However, Medicare in most cases is actually cheaper and better insurance than most employer plans. And so even though you don't have to go on Medicare, if you have insurance through your employer, it's usually in your best interest to drop off and to go ahead and go on Medicare anyway.
Okay, so definitely something you should look at.
Yes.
And I know you're going to be getting very busy here because the enrollment period is actually right around the corner now.
Yes, so we're about to go into the annual enrollment period. The annual enrollment period is October 15th through December 7th, and during that time you can really do anything you want, and you can make as many changes as you want, and the last change you make will take effect on January 1st.
The last change, January 1st, do people need to re-enroll every year?
No, you do not. So if you're happy with everything, then you just don't do anything at all. However, the plans change a little bit. I don't recommend people just changing their plan every year to add little small benefits, because your Medicare plan is very holistic. There's a lot of moving parts, and you don't want to change your plan to get a little benefit but then not be able to see your doctor. And so if you're happy with everything, you just don't do anything. And in September, you'll be getting a book from your insurance company letting you know how that plan's going to change, so you can look it over. And then if your doctor's going to not take your insurance anymore, then they usually send you a letter in September saying, hey, we're not going to be taking your insurance anymore. These are the plans that we are going to take. That way, okay, if I want to keep my doctor, which most people do, this is the time I need to change my plan.
That's nice that they at least let you know, so you can make plans to get on a better plan, so you can continue to see the ones you're familiar with.
Right. Well, the doctor wants to keep you as a patient, and so if they're not going to be taking your insurance anymore, they want to let you know ahead of time so you can make the proper plan.
All right. Well, it is right around the corner. Always good information. Great to have you on the show. If you would like to get a hold of Andrew and ask him some questions or learn more about Medicare, you can call him at the number that is right there on your screen. It's 423-737-1865. And of course, you can always find him as well on social media, MedicareTipsWithAndrew.com.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by SF.